is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode number 59. Not 69. We're not there yet of Park to Prem here with Nottingham Forest. What an intro, everyone, for such a huge occasion. Today is the end of season number 13. If you missed yesterday's episode, it was the Champions League semi-final. We took on Barcelona in a butting of horns. And, well, today's episode, I suppose, can be dubbed the final episode. Not literally, but in terms of, there's cup finals on the horizon. We have got Chelsea in the FA Cup. We've also got Manchester United in 1 week's time in the Champions League. So plenty to look forward to. Since we were last here, we have played 3 matches to round up the league season. Did it go to plan? No, 99 points. I mean, did it go to plan, he says as he sits top of the league comfortably. Look, I wanted 100 points this year. It didn't happen, and it didn't happen because we lost to Aston Villa 3-0. Yeah, I don't know what happened either. Don't know. I want to blame it on the fact that Gibbons got sent off, but that happened after they'd already scored 3 goals. To be fair, they gave us a good game, Villa. We had slightly more shots, but they weren't very good efforts. And, well, besides that result, 2 good wins. We beat Norwich 1-0, and we also beat Leeds 5-4. Little bit of a classic. I would show the highlights for this game, but we would be here for a while. So just trust me when I say it was a good game to end the season for the neutrals. I feel like if you were watching the rest of the league play out, even though there was nothing really on the line with this match, this is the game you tuned in for. Didn't matter the relegation kind of battle down the bottom. You wanted to see this game. It finished 5-4. It was bananas. There were goals here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, I mean, just we were 2-0 down. It was 4-2. It was 4-3. It was 5-3. It was 5-4. It was mad. That's the synopsis that I'm going to give you. But anyway, today we've got Chelsea, we've got Manchester United. Just as a reminder, in reaching the Champions League final this year, we have qualified for the Club World Cup, which is happening this summer. So as a result, it's going to be a bit of an untraditional off-season in the lead-up, I suppose, to season number 14, which I think is actually quite exciting. I think I've only experienced one other reformatted Club World Cup in Football Manager. If you don't know, the Club World Cup has completely changed format, everyone. It's mad. It's bananas. But we're not going to cover it today because it feels a little irrelevant. Now, I did rotate the team for the last few games of the season in a bid to keep players fit. Did it work? Absolutely not. Unfortunately injured, as is Poyana. Both players should hopefully be back for the Champions League final. Touch wood. As a result, I'm not even going to risk them when they've got little knocks. It feels like a bit of a silly risk to take. Ultimately, the task at hand here is win the FA Cup, minimise the damage our squad faces, and then hopefully win the Champions League in a week's time. It does mean that the team for today's game, despite being our full strength 11, does have a few small changes in it. Boyer in on the right-hand side, Van Dijk out on the left. I feel like Van Dijk's had a pretty solid season, all in all, out on the left-hand side. He's put in some good performances across the year, as has Boyer, perhaps not quite to the same extent, but compared to the very low bar that was set last season, he has stepped it up slightly, everyone. He's now on a 6.9 average rating, and he did get a Player of the Match award this year. Maybe he can get a second one here in the FA Cup. That would be nice. Elsewhere in the team, it's Lind, Largo, Ramirez in the midfield. The defence is the defence that you would expect. Worth noting, Sampaio won PFA Young Player of the Year this year in the Premier League, which is very, very cool. It's very, very exciting. You can see this year he ended up on a 7.19 average rating. And in fact, if we just give awards a quick search here, we can have a look through some of the other awards. Toby, Golden Glove. Well done, my friend. Gonzalez, Golden Boot, 28 goals to his name. Not a bad season for the Spanish striker. And Largo won PFA Player of the Year. I mean, what a signing he has ended up being. Let's be frank, he has been absolutely revolutionary. Did slow down a little bit as the season went on, but I mean, that feels like a harsh criticism, really. 12 assists, 7 goals, 8 Player of the Matches, a 7.38 average rating. £102 million well spent, if I might say so myself. But anyway, let's hope that our players can perform to that kind of potential they've shown in the league season here in the FA Cup. It is the last game that we are going to be playing here in England. It's going to be at Wembley. We beat United in the semi-final. Chelsea, of course, a few years ago with the big bad, I feel like, of England. The team to beat. Sadly for them, they're not really that anymore. They've not become, well, the same beast since Frank Lampard left. They sacked him after a disappointing year, and this year, whilst they've got back on the straight and narrow, they've got into the Champions League. They've been nowhere close to us, and to be fair, no one's been close to us this league season. We've been dominant. It'd be really nice to cap off what's been a pretty decent domestic season, I feel like, with a win here in the FA Cup and, potentially even set up the treble. Of course, we didn't win the EFL Cup. We lost that to Manchester United in the semi-finals on penalties. We take them on in a week's time. I will be looking for a bit of revenge there, but not before we dish out a bit of a pounding, hopefully, to a Chelsea team that I back us to beat. But who I will say are still a very good team. We cannot afford to underestimate them. I say all of this. There's a highlight starting inside the first 4 minutes. Largo with the ball. Go right if you need to. Doesn't need to. Gonzalez is there. I wondered if he might just lay it out to Boyer, but in the end he opted to go on his own, did Largo. Pass it forward to Gonzalez. Finishing at the end of it. Not quite there. And, I thought for a second Piotr was going to win the header, but he can't get there either. You might be sat wondering, Jack, why are you wearing headphones in this video? Like, there's no... I don't know. Why have I got no idea. I wish I could answer the question. But yeah, maybe it's a good luck charm. If we lose this, I'm not wearing their headphones for the final. That's how this works now. Belfiore with the ball for them out on the left-hand side. Now with Nico, the Spanish centre-mid, though, gives it away to Van Dijk, who rather ambitiously looks for Gonzalez. It's dealt with now by Chelsea, then. They're bringing it forward. Smith through to Pedri, who threads through Doe, one-on-one with the keeper. Disappointing finish, that Doe. That was not a good finish, was it? Straight into Toby's hands. Good little save. But it is all action here inside the first 10 minutes. Just to assure you, I am playing on key highlights. It's just lots of highlights, apparently. This time, maybe one in our favour. Van Dijk bearing down this left-hand side. Cuts inside onto his right foot. Loops it. I think Gonzalez is offside. And I don't think he needed to touch it. I mean, I think it was across to Gonzalez. But it's offside, isn't it? Football Manager, I know it's offside, but did Gonzalez need to touch this? Could this have been the greatest goal in FA Cup final history if he just leaves it? That's what I want to know, because the keeper misses this. He could have left it. He could have left it. Disaster. It could have been one of the great FA Cup final goals. Instead, it's not. Was it Ronaldo who once did an insane solo goal and then a player stole it off him on the line and was offside? Am I thinking of that correctly? It might have been when he was playing for United. I might be misremembering this. It had that kind of energy. I will say now, I think we've just got a penalty whilst I'm rambling on. The goalkeeper's come so far out of his net, he's missed the referee. And he's not got a good turning circle. VAR going to check it and says no penalty. That never happens. What is this? So not only has VAR ruled out one of our goals for offside, it's now ruled out a penalty claim. I don't know how to feel, everyone. 23 minutes gone and I feel like the officials are against us. But still plenty of time. And we have been the better team so far as Van Dijk's threaded through. He needs to finish this. He doesn't finish this. It's Brijo with a good save for Chelsea in goal. He's on a 7.4 rating right now, their goalkeeper. I think that says a lot for how this half's gone thus far. I'm going to get shouty here. We've been the better team. We've created opportunities. To be fair, they have too. I need a goal, and I need it now. Largo, wide area. His initial corner doesn't make its way in. Tries to pick out Van Dijk at the back post. It's now cleared away. Lind in a foot race with Ruiz. Can't get there first, and now it's with Smith, the old nemesis. I hate him. He threads through Doe. Toby, we might need you to come to the rescue. And he got a hand to it, but it wasn't enough of a hand. It wasn't enough of a hand. 1-0 Chelsea, right before half-time. A really critical point to get a goal in this game. It's Smith as well with the ball through. I don't know if the pigeon's having a little bit of a nap there as he chases back. Doe's finish was good. Toby, he just gets a hand to it, but it needs to be a stronger hand. We'll get him on the weights on Monday. Not that that's much consolation now. 1-0 at half-time. Feels cruel. Doesn't feel fair. Far from pleased. I'm going to tell the players I've got faith in them. I'm going to pump my fists as I do it. Come on, lads. If only this game had mocap. Football Manager, you use our webcams to scan us in. Let us do the body language through our webcams. FM22. I can see it now already. Anyway, Van Dijk. Navio now with it. Van Dijk again with the ball in the wide area. I feel like he's been at the heart of everything we've done so far in this game. Van Dijk out on the left-hand side. On this occasion, he does surrender possession. A bit frustratingly. And it's back with Chelsea and Nico in the deep area here. Lind on this occasion, trying not to afford the kind of deep playmaker for them. Too much time on the ball. continuing to harass deep here, but they have got an overload on this right-hand side we need to be wary of. Actually switch it to the other side where Sampaio reads the play well, but he might need to do some more reading here. Pedri to Doe, hits it. Toby, good save. Slightly worse finish. That was one of those ones where the save looks good, but actually it's because the shot was absolutely awful. I'm going to encourage the players here and hope it takes some effect, but there is already another highlight going. Stop it, Football Manager. Smith, Ruiz, given away to Gonzalez. Could we break here? Could we break here? Nico, big tackle. I do feel like we're missing Erk and Poyana in this game. Doe picks up. He looked offside. Was it offside? No. No, it wasn't. Okay. That's concerning because, questionable defending. I'm going to go attacking here. I'm going to make an early sub as well. Linda's not played well. Gonzalez has not played well. No one's playing well in the final third, apparently. Who do I bring in to change this game? I'm going to take off Lind. I'm going to bring in Adrian Smith. I'm going to take off Boyer and I'm going to bring in Ionu. We're going to play him as an inside forward on support with the mentality of the team now on attacking. He will get forward up the pitch. Some fresh legs coming on. They're two Englishmen. They're pacey as well. I'm hoping that's going to benefit us. Some fresh legs into the team. Time to demand more. Good reaction from the lads. That's what we want to see here. Anyway, Nico with the ball. Now with Reece James. Forward to Burke. Number 11. Or is that 31? I can't tell from here. Havertz with it in the wide area. Do not let him get the ball into the box, Sampaio. He does, but Piotr's there. But only as far as Belfiore. Alberg now with the ball. Chelsea this second half have been a very different team. We have not contained them well. Doe springs the trap and Doe scores. If there's one final I want to bottle this episode, it is this one. But I don't really want to bottle either. It's a really nice piece of passing play. We've had chances, we've not taken them. We've been warned. On that occasion, it's just Piotr just being a bit lazy. Maybe lazy's not the right word. He's just not alert to the threat coming in from behind. Chelsea took it away. Doe with 2 goals in this game. He's having a great game right now. Feels like they've stepped up in the second half, whereas we've just slowed it right down. Anyway, it's time to go on the offensive. It's time to go on the attack. And with that in mind, we're going to throw men forward because that's what you have to do in this kind of situation. Ramirez, you're going to play off-centred. Largo, go in as a shadow striker. Gonzalez moved back to complete forward. I've got one last sub in my back pocket. Oh, Gonzalez has been awful. Gonzalez has been awful. I'm going to do something that might not be popular, but I'm not here to be popular. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to get wins. I'm taking off Gonzalez. I'm going to play Ionu. I'm actually going to play him as an advance forward. We're throwing men forward now. We kind of have to at this point. We've got 13 minutes. Make that 11 minutes to get 2. Make that 8 minutes. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Let's up the tempo, shall we? Out of possession. Just press as much as we can. We already kind of harass teams without the ball. Let's get it distributed quickly and forward. Football Manager. Now Navio's injured. When it rains, it pours, everyone. Right, Sampaio, you can play centre-back. You have it in your locker. I'm going to play Sampaio in the middle as a libero on attack. Ramirez, go into the midfield. There is airs of desperation about this now. I'm going to level with you. With 4 minutes left, we need to do something. And nothing's happening. Nothing is... We have such a good record against Chelsea, but in this game here, we had chances. We didn't take them. They took their chances. Maybe a little bit of misfortune with the injury and stuff, but it came so late on, it wasn't really a factor. Chelsea. Frank Lampardless Chelsea. Get a win in an FA Cup final. I can't hack this episode if it ends in 2 defeats. This is not how this was meant to happen. We were meant to do the treble. It was meant to be the most beautiful thing in the world. And instead I have to watch Bloomin'... I don't know who that is. We'll just say Mason Mount. I don't know if it is Mount. We're just watching Bloomin' Mason Mount lift the trophy. That hurts. That hurts. We have a week to recover. A week to bounce back. Do I back us to bounce back? I don't know after that. Navio is going to miss the final. Great. Great. More injuries. I feel like whenever Marcelino turns up, Lind plays badly. I might have to ask the English manager to stop turning up because it seems to be a common occurrence. Oh boy. Right, well, we've got a week's rest. The good news is Erk is going to be fit. Poyana's going to be fit. Navio is not. Matty, your time has come, my friend. It's your time to shine out at left back. He loves big matches. He loves Champions League finals, I choose to believe. I will be back in a week. This is going to be big. Wish us luck. Let's do this. Okay, gang, we are back. The headset, it's gone. It's Champions League final time. And before we get into it, I know someone's going to say, Jack, where's the suit? Look, if you're a fan of Gibraltar Apex, you know this already. I wore suits for 2 finals and lost them both. Since then, never worn a suit for a final ever again. But I am wearing a WorkTheSpace Answers on a Postcard t-shirt available from my merch store. It's linked down in the description. What a segue. I mean, if we win this, clearly these shirts are good luck or something. I can't include that in the product description. But when we win, it's because of the shirt, and you should go and buy your own for when you're in a Champions League final. What a segue. Right, we're taking on Manchester United. The good news is that Erk and Poyana are back. The bad news is that Luis Navio, he's not available for selection. He's not passed his fitness test. In fact, he didn't even have a fitness. He's just lying on the hospital bed. It's a disaster for all involved. In terms of the team, I want to keep faith in the team that just bottled the game against Chelsea. I feel like this is our best 11. It's the 11 that helped us beat Barcelona over 2 legs. We are taking on a Manchester United team today that we've played a hell of a lot this year. We played them in the FA Cup semi-final. We beat them 1-1 on penalties. We beat them in the league 2-1. Of course, they did beat us in the EFL Cup semi-final. And well, for the 3rd time this season in a cup competition, we butt heads again. This is a Manchester United team that are very good. Of course, they've got Jean, their star French forward, a player who I somewhat regret not signing myself, albeit for £128 million. They've obviously got players like Haaland still chilling in their team. You can see here, Solskjaer is still their manager. I mean, I just want to beat them, everyone. I'm going to be honest, I just want to beat them. If we look at their team, you can see here, Gorello, their star striker, the Italian stallion. He's not very consistent, though. Let's hope he has a bad day at the office. And, of course, we're going to have to get past Jeppe Gulbrandsen, who is a Danish keeper. I choose to believe that he is the Peter Schmeichel regen of this universe. He's very good. There's no denying it. But if we're at our best, we can beat them. We've done it this year. The question is, can we do it in a Champions League final? And the answer that I have to give you is, based on what I've seen this year, I really don't know. I feel like we've done great in the league, but we have this weird tendency of just not showing up. Either way, it's a huge game today. It's a Champions League final. Gonzalez, I need you to have a better day at the office. Erk, you're back in the team. You hate big matches, but I believe in you today. The fans believe in you today. Oh boy. Right, shall we get into this Toby and goal? Toby, if you turn up, we win. He's done it a fair few times over the years. Now, I could do an interview. It's too high pressure for me. It's a Champions League final. You don't get to these very often. This is I think my first UEFA Champions League final of FM21 even. So let's make it 1 win out of 1. Let's not turn this into the playoff finals all over again. I felt like we'd got over the big game boogeyman of the early days of this save game. The bottled playoff finals. We've made it all the way over 13 years from the parks, from the car park to here. We're going toe-to-toe against Manchester United because they're overpowered in Football Manager. I couldn't wish for it any other way. They've got a corner early on. That's far too close to the target. It's just gone over, but 15 minutes gone. First highlight their way. What would you have to say here is 50-50 possession. Both teams having plenty of shots in the early stages here. Going to try encouraging the players. The strikers love it. The defenders absolutely detest it, though. United with another attack potentially. Florentin, edge of the box. Tries to put it through. Huge tackle by Lago. Not really known for his defensive capabilities. We lump it to Gonzalez. One-on-one. He has to score that. You have to score that, Gonzalez. But Gulbrandsen, he's quite good in goal. The best opportunity of the half. It may end up being the only opportunity of the half. The way things are going at the moment. And it's a massive, massive stop. Highlight here, starting with the ball deep in United's half. They are going to comfortably pass it out from the back, you'd imagine. They've got Mason Greenwood here. cutting inside, giving it out to Pierre Gallini. He cuts inside. He skips past his man. Fortunately for us, that finish was awful. But there was a moment of worry there. There was definitely a moment of worry there. There is 1 minute left of the half. We've got another highlight. Is it going to be 0-0 at the break, or is there a late twist in the tail? Lind has it here. A few players ahead of him. One is Lago. Gonzalez touches it, has a shot. It's blocked. Back to Lago, though. Sampaio, PFA Young Player of the Year, the star right back. Inside to Lago. Lind is there. Gulbranton's there as well. Huge stop by the keeper. Gets down to his bottom corner. Makes a great stop. Lind, an uncharacteristically reserved effort, but maybe there's more here. Gonzalez, his shot's blocked. Falls to Lago. What can you do, Lago? Gulbranton saves it again. Who is this man in goal? I mean, I know his name. I've just said it. I know who he is, but what is he? Is he human? The saves are unbelievable. Piotr heads over. A flurry of chances to end the first half. But at half-time here in a Champions League final, it's 0-0. It's 0-0. I'm not happy with what I've seen. There's so much more to come from you. I pumped my fist last time. I'm putting my hands on my hips this time. No, I'm not. I'm pumping them for Gonzalez. He doesn't care. Oh, I cannot have this go to extra time and penalties. But given the fact that the last 2 times we've met United in knockouts, it's gone to penalties, you can't really vote against it, can you? Anyway, Matty throws it to Lind here. Bit of space for him. Matty whips in. Largo's there. Come on, Osvaldo. Oh, my word. Just before the hour mark, we find the back of the net. Would Luis Navio have put in a ball like Matty did there? We may never know. Lind here, you wondered what he was going to do. He gave it back to Matty. First time ball in, and Largo just... he finds these inches of spaces that no one else seems to see. Gets a header for us right on the stroke of the hour mark. Ramirez on a bookings terrifies me. Miguel Antonio, on you come. Erk has had a poor game, but I'm going to keep the faith with him for another 10 minutes. We've come out the blocks better in this second half. They're going to start to go attacking soon. Matty stood over the set piece, whips it. Gonzalez heads over. Gonzalez, hit the target, friend. Right, I'm taking off Erk. I know that's controversial, but he doesn't like big matches. He's not having a good time today. You know what? I was going to bring in Van Dijk. I'm not going to do that. Ionu's going to come out on the right, and we're going to move Payana onto the left. Payana last year excelled when we played him out on the left in replacement of Erk. He's not really had a chance to do that this year. There's 10 minutes left. There's a set piece to United. Why am I worried? Pierre Gallini, ball played short to him, gives it back to Lopez. So much space here for Lopez, and he just smashes it into the bottom corner. 1-1. 1-1, 8 minutes left. Last 2 times we played them, it's been 1-1 and it's gone to penalties. Can it really happen again? Have to say here, Largo there, got to be alive to the threat. Got to trust that Lind is going to cover the man in the middle. I'm not sure what Toby's doing. It looks like he's getting ready to rugby tackle Lopez before he releases the ball. I'm going to demand more. I'm going to hold the sub for now. It may come out soon, although it looks like we could go to extra time. Oh, we are going to... I can't handle this. I just remembered I did win a Champions League, didn't I? Managing United in the beta. That was a different scenario to this one, though. I'm going to tell the players I'm not happy. And I'm going to make a sub. An early sub. Game is paused. I'm really tempted to take off Gonzalez. And I don't know if I should. I'm going to take off Lind and I'm going to bring in Adrian Smith. I'm not going to take off Gonzalez. I'm going to take off Poyana. I'm going to bring in Van Dijk. That's what we're going to do. That is our last sub. We've been the better team here. Unfortunately for us, there is 20 or so minutes to try and get a goal here, to try and make something happen. Nothing happening in this first half of extra time. And we don't get a team talk now. I'm going to go I'm going for this. I've had enough. Ionu, go try something a bit different here. I want you to play as a striker. I mean, look at him. He is definitely a striker. Can confirm. I'm going to play him as a deep line forward on attack. I'm actually going to play him in the middle and Gonzalez as the deep line forward on attack. He's pretty good at that role. And we're going to have Sampaio hit into the space. I am going to just have Largo set to support instead. Oh, I want to get the win here. I don't want this to go to a lottery, but it feels like it's just destined to the way things are going here. 5 minutes left. I mean, what more can you do? I don't want to change things too much and expose ourselves at the back, but I really, really, really want this to be over in the next 5 minutes. I can't handle a penalty shootout, everyone. That is the simple truth of it. Is anything going to happen? No. No, it's not. We go to penalties. We don't have penalty takers. I mean, Miguel Antonio can take them, I suppose. Ionu, 19 composure, but nervous. That doesn't fill me with confidence. I don't have penalty takers, everyone. I don't have penalty takers. It's kind of as simple as that. So we'll go Antonio, Largo, Gonzalez. Do I want to have Sampaio take one early? Have the better takers towards the end? Oh, at the end of the day, if it goes beyond these players here, just the FM gods, they can guide us. Because all the rest of our penalty takers are equally as awful. Oh, I can't handle this, everyone. They are taking it first. Gorello steps over it for United. Puts into the bottom corner. Keeper goes the right way, but can't get there. I can't handle this. Largo missed a penalty in the semi-final. Now it's a shootout. Sampaio scores to make it 1-1. I don't know if I can look. Lopez for them. I want them to miss an early penalty. Lift the pressure off us. That's not lifted any pressure. He smashed it into the roof of the net. Oh, I can't handle it, everyone. If I cover my eyes, maybe it'll be over quicker. Oh, I've just got a horrible feeling. Jean, he's got a knock. Is it going to impact his penalty taking ability? We have to get a save here, Toby. I need it. And he's not delivered it. And now there is just monumental pressure on Gonzalez to score. We've been the better team over the 120 minutes. We're still in it. It's 3-2. But we need a save, Toby. Toby, we need heroes. Maybe this is his time. Pierre Gallini steps up, smashes it into the bottom corner. Never looked like missing. We have to score. This is why I wanted the better penalty takers a little later. For what it's worth. I'm not sure what it is worth at this point. It's Largo stepping up. He missed one in the semi-final, didn't he? Largo, you've had such a great year. Give us a little bit of hope. I just feel like he's going to miss it. I knew. This episode wasn't meant to go like this. I'll be honest, this was not how this episode was meant to go. We were meant to win both games against two teams we've battered throughout the league season. Oh, penalties. Maybe I should just sign penalty takers in the summer. I don't know why am I watching this? Why post-match? Get me out of here. I'm a loser. Get me out of here. Balls. I mean, Largo missed a penalty here and he missed one in the semi-final. Make of that what you will. Look at that. They did absolutely nothing in the latter stages of that game. They had a surge of chances early on and then we ran away with it. But we just didn't take them. Sometimes football's like that. I don't want to watch the game again. Thank you, Football Manager. Defeat in the final. Largo just isn't taking any more penalties. I think I've decided. I don't want to go to the press conference. We get some money. Great. That does not help cheer me up. I'm afraid to say. Erk ends top of the assists. Well done, mate. Now, really, really proud of you. Oh, might be some sarcasm there. I'll be honest. I mean, we've got the Club World Cup to look forward to this summer. That's something, right? But besides that, I mean, there's just no crumb of comfort here, is that we've been absolutely awful. I would normally do an end-of-season review bit at this point, but honestly, I don't feel like talking too much, so I may keep it brief, knowing that we are going to be here over the summer for the Club World Cup. Look, we won the Premier League, we won the Community Shield, we won the league, we retained the Premier. That was great. But given the situation we found ourselves in, it's kind of disappointing not to feel a little gutted. What I would say is our 2 signings that we made, and there were only 2 this year, we didn't change the squad much, were really, really impactful. They definitely made us stronger, I think, especially Largo. Yes, he bottled it in the final and the semi-final, but if we put that to the back of our mind, he's not been that bad, truth be told. And of course, we signed a load of youngsters for the future. The big one actually was Max Diamond for 19 million. He's not developed too much, which is a bit of a concern. I'm hoping that maybe a loan spell can help him out. You can actually see West Brom are interested in a transfer. I wonder how much they'd be willing to pay for him. Looking at the Premier League, almost got to 100 points. What a fantastic year this is. I feel a bit like we're Man City at this point. We go well in the Premier League and just are awful in Europe, apparently. Gonzalez got top goal scorer. We were almost, well, I was going to say we were almost selling out regularly. We weren't, but of course our stadium got expanded halfway through the year, and this home attendance is considering our stadium capacity at the end of the year. We sold out most of the time. That stat, it's a lie, everyone. But of course, we have got a new stadium on the way. Moments to remember, biggest win. That was a good one against Real Madrid. Remember that 5-0? 5-1 against Milan? Yeah, they were good. I mean, absolutely nothing now. I mean, our reputation is worldwide. Let's look at the positives. Almost 600,000 shirts sold. Erk sold well. Gonzalez, Largo, Lind, and Piotr. The kind of other shirts selling well. I love the idea that you've got Erk, Gonzalez, Largo, and Lind, kind of real, kind of global superstars. And then Piotr, who's just kind of a simple man who's been here since we were in the Championship, also selling a hell of a lot of shirts. I mean, what do you say about this year? It's been an incredible season that's just kind of been let down right at the very end by the last episode. I don't even think it was tiredness. I think we just got unlucky, which I know is a bit crap for me to just sit here and go, well, we got unlucky, everyone, but that's kind of just how it feels. We won Manager of the Month a lot. We were blooming good this year. We also won Manager of the Year. Largo won Fans Player of the Season. Gonzalez has won Young Player of the Year, aged 24. Not sure what to make of that. Ionu got Goal of the Season. I mean, look, it's been a fantastic season for a number of reasons. Toby keeping 25 clean sheets is really, really impressive. Would have been nice if he could have maybe saved one in the penalty shootout if we're being hypercritical, but it feels a little harsh. Oh, I mean, look, we've had a really, really great year, and I just feel a bit mixed about it because of how the year's ended. Erk sets a new Champions League record for assists. The new overall best 11 is here. Gonzalez is in it. Van Dijk's in it. Samake, where art thou? He's still just chilling in China, everyone. Raking in the money. I mean, I respect it to an extent. The rest of the team, with the exception of Worrell, are all still at the club. So I feel like our dynasty now is kind of instated. We just need a Champions League win or two now. That's all we really need, and we'll be golden. You can see here the club vision and expectation for next year. I don't think there's anything new going on here other than the building a new stadium. Maybe the commercial revenue stuff, but that will happen naturally. That's fine with me. We're going to win the league next year. Boyer in an Arsenal shirt. You know what, Boyer? I might be willing to sell you if the right offer comes in because, frankly, mate, you've just not been very good for me over 2 years. I still feel like there's little rooms for improvement, but ultimately, we are entering that era where we have such a good squad. I'm confident that we can win the league fairly comfortably, hopefully most years. I think it's going to be a case of eyes on the prize, eyes on the Champions League. I've discussed the fact on and on that I wanted to win back-to-back Champions Leagues. Whilst that is still the aim, you know, if we continue to dominate the league like we are currently, I'm not going to play 10 years of dominating England for a slim shot at back-to-back Champions Leagues. I feel like almost if I got one, I might settle for it, dare I say. Of course, if I did get one, I would then go the next year for another. But it just feels like we've got all the Infinity Stones. There's just one left, and it's that Champions League, and it is the one that you just never quite know how long it's going to take to get, which I suppose makes the fact we've got to a final and lost all the more gutting, particularly because we did knock out Barcelona, who really are the best kind of team. I mean, Sampaio won an award there. I've not even looked at it. But boys, what's the plan for next year? We're going to win the title again. Let's focus on one game at a time. Absolutely jog. Kick a chair. Kick a... Look, we're aiming to win the champion. Okay, no one wants to win the Champions League. Okay, I got carried away. No one likes me. I mean, look, we're all in a bad mood. Let's just have a break from each other. Let's have a break. You want some promises, do you? No, does not. See you in pre-season. It's a short pre-season as well. I've got to mentally reset. We've got the Club World Cup going on. I mean, what do you say about this year? Superb team performance. Gonzalez was great. 20 goals. Largo, 16 goals. Van Dijk, 14. Ionu, 13. We were dominant. We were great until the finals. It's so weird because I feel like if I won the 2 finals, we'd be looking at this as a season where, wow, how good are we? How brilliant are we? And instead we kind of look at it and go, well, we dominated the league, but we won it last year. It almost feels like a failure. I mean, I'm guessing the board don't feel that way. They've given me a B+. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like I've just got a sour taste in my mouth, everyone. I'm just bitter. I'm just bitter. No, in all seriousness, look, we've got a great squad. It's a great team. There's 1 or 2 players who we may look to move on. It's worth noting that Amlo, who of course has been out on loan, got a really serious injury recently, so I may struggle to sell him in the summer. If we are going to make any big world-class signings, we're going to have to make some moves, sadly, because, well, we've got a transfer budget of £42 million right now, which just doesn't really go that far. There's players like Tudor as well who are out on loan, kind of players who I need to make a call on. Are they good enough to be in the first team next year? Do I loan them out or do I try and cash in on them whilst I can? I think with Tudor, you know, he's considered world-class. He's had a blooming good year in the Bundesliga. It's probably worth bringing him back and giving him an extended run in the midfield. Perhaps even, dare I say it, at the cost of Ricketts, who, of course, got that really serious injury at the end of last year and just hasn't really played this year as a result. Although when he has played this year, he's done quite good. Oh, I don't know. I do not know. Right, tomorrow it's going to probably be the Club World Cup. I don't think I've done a Club World Cup other than one at Towel or Town, kind of in a series like this. So quite how I'm going to structure episodes and stuff, I don't know. I think the first few games are usually relatively straightforward, so we may come back for the knockouts. If you've got any advice on how I should approach it, leave it down in the comments, I suppose. And yeah, that's going to wrap up everything from me today. I feel gutted. I feel like we've just had a season all in vain, but it does hopefully keep me spurred on to keep on going and try and win a Champions League or 2. That's still the aim. Doesn't really change with the result today, but massive opportunity missed, and that there is no denying. If you have enjoyed today's video, please do drop a like on it. If we could reach 1,000 likes, that would be really, really cool. If you've got to the end of the video, let me know your favourite flavour of ice cream. Lets me know that you got to the end of the video. You didn't just watch the matches and bugger off. You stuck around to listen to me cry. And I'm going to end it on that sombering note. Thank you for watching. It is me, Jack. We will go again next season. And I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.